Thank you for listening to Pow Block Podcast, the flagship Nintendo podcast of Boss Rush Network. Do you need even more gaming and entertainment in your life? Head over to bossrush.net where you can find news, reviews, creators, podcasts, and more focused around the content you enjoy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block here on Boss Rush Network. I'm your host, the enlightened, excited Eddie V. Joining me is the Eddie Insider himself, Mr. Dan Murphy.
How you doing, Ed?
I'm doing great, Dan. It's good to see you. Good to talk to you.
Good.
Yes. And of course, everybody, we got the doc who always rock, the one, the only, from Crossroads, Mr. Austin Campbell.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Boo.
He is the Gran Turismo.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but this sounds nice.
It was adorable.
You're exclusive. That's what. That state of play last week for Gran Turismo 7 was really good. And I know this is a Nintendo podcast, but if you guys did not watch it last week, go ahead and watch it. Love the music. Kind of have a topic with that when I come back on Crossroads to see if LeRon is up to hearing it. But of course, everybody, he is back. Now, you might not have seen him, but you will next week. You see his debut, but I'm glad to have him back for the second time. This is your first time everybody seeing him live, though. Please, everybody, welcome the Kilted gamer himself, Seumas the Kilted gamer. Hi.
Hey.
How are you doing, good sir?
Good. Glad some of the snow is melting. It took me almost an hour to dig my car out of the snow the other day.
Yeah. No. Oh my goodness.
It's melting and getting a little warmer out, so good.
All right. Well, we're gonna start off with how everybody's weekend was. Seumas, how was your weekend?
Eventful. I've been working a lot on RPG Maker, making my own game.
Ooh, nice.
And doing some writing. I've written quite a few articles. I got a couple more in the works.
Are you doing RPG Maker on computer, or actually, I think we're friends on Switch. I've seen you doing it on Switch. Right?
Yeah, on the Switch, yeah. Huh?
How is that? It's got to be tough with the text, isn't it?
The text, yeah, it's it takes a little while.
Yeah.
And there are limitations to the whole thing because it's on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas on the PC, you have access to Photoshop and all kinds of stuff you can upload to your computer to use for your game. But on the Switch, you have your basic tile set that comes with the game and any DLC that they include.
Nice. I used to be obsessed with RPG Maker when I was younger, back in the AOL dial-up days. I played RM95 and RPG 2K. Those are the ones I was on. I was obsessed with them when I was a kid.
I remember RPG 2000. Yep.
All right. Dan, how was your weekend?
Good. I did absolutely nothing. I had just I had such a hard work week last week, and I got home Friday night at 11:30 p.m. And I just kind of slept all day Saturday and just kind of pulled myself together Sunday. So it was fantastic.
All right. Austin, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I tried to do nothing as well all weekend. My birthday was this weekend, so we went out on Saturday and we went to Barnes & Noble and Vintage Stock. I bought a record, I bought some books. I was in heaven just buying those things. And then we actually found a used bookstore just on the way to another Barnes & Noble, so that was really cool to see. And now I have another place to go back to in Tulsa. So, but other than that, I just chilled. It was cold. We had snow. I was ready. I was good with just staying home.
Okay. Well, for me, I actually got Friday and Saturday off, and one of the days I did actually get paid. I installed Destiny 2 on my Series X. Spent $192 on clothes Saturday, so
Damn, good for you.
yeah.
Treat
So,
yourself.
I really treat myself. And I'm playing Dying Light, and I'll explain that in playing with Papa because I have thoughts. I'm doing it for review, everybody. So I'll explain. That's why I said I'll explain a little bit later. But other than that, besides working, on Sunday, to give you guys an update on some things. So Tuesday or Wednesday, I think it was no Tuesday. Tuesday, it was me and my associate. She was working that night, and she went to go do a phone call. This is around about 8:30. And she came back and she didn't have her phone. And I was getting ready to take the registers and count it down for the night almost. And she wasn't saying anything to me. She couldn't open her mouth. One part she looked like she laughed, and then she spaced out. She then started moving back. She ended up stumbling, falling on the floor. I ended up picking her up, and then she started doing it again. And come to find out, I called people in pharmacy. Come to find out that she had a seizure.
Oh, wow.
So while she's in my hands, like I'm literally holding her, I'm calling pharmacy. Some people are helping, they call 911. Two of the guys, they were just stood in line waiting to be checked out. I'm like, do something. I have never in my whole life dealt with a crisis like this. And so I just had to, of course, I had to remain calm. I called the people from pharmacy. One of the people came over and saying, helping her and everything, taking a seizure. They called the paramedics, and the manager for pharmacy also came. And we were just helping her out, getting everything. I had to sit her down, so I couldn't ring or nothing. But they had another associate in pharmacy, and he got the people who was just wanting to get checked out and leave. He checked them out, and they like literally left. Like they weren't interested in all of it. They didn't care. She survived and everything. And the paramedics came. The part that was really hard that we didn't have no information about her, and we couldn't get into the system, and we couldn't get into her locker. And if we did, her phone was locked, so we couldn't even get into it. Her phone to find out who's our emergency contact. I had to end up calling my other manager. She came, and just yesterday, she came in. She was walking. She was looking fine and stuff, and she gave me a big hug and cried. And she's just like, "You literally saved my life." I was just like, "You literally gotta thank all the people who helped in this situation." Because I'm like, this is the first time. Like, I haven't been trained for any of this, but I had to react. And if I wasn't around her, she could have died in the store. So,
Jeez.
yeah. So, like I said, everybody, get your health check. Go to your doctors, make sure that things are fine with you, because we didn't know. We none of us didn't even know. But yeah, she came in and she's fine. But right now, the doctor said that she can't drive for 6 months. So
That makes sense. If you have a seizure while driving, oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this is her first seizure, because when she was having it, she stopped. I guess it was going down or it was changing, and when the paramedics came, she was having it again. She still couldn't speak. Her fingers like crossed up in her and everything, and it was just like, wow. So she had her stuff here at my job, and her car was left there and everything. So yeah, it was a sight. It was something. But I'm thankful that she's alive, that she's okay, and I'll probably figure out when I go into work. So by the time you guys see this, if you don't watch this live, I'll probably know more information of what's going to happen with her. But she is okay, and that was all that I was like really happy to hear, that she was okay. So that was my week.
Man, that's a crazy way to spend a weekend, but I'm glad that it all ended up working out for the good. Even though the situation was scary.
Yeah, and we couldn't get no information from the hospital because we weren't family or anything. So she was in the hospital for 5 full days with no information. But her husband came down and took care of her. So, like I said, I'll find out more probably later on. But everybody, let's get back into some good talk about Nintendo. Let's get a little bit joyful. And we're gonna talk. It's time for Snacktendo. Austin, since it was your birthday, what did you snack on?
Oh, what did I not snack on is the question. Let's see. I tried not to totally outdo myself, but I went to a steakhouse, got a nice big juicy steak, had a couple Blue Moons that were made to perfection. The bartender he told me, he's like, I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Is that cool with you? And I said, hey man, do what you gotta do. If you got a better way to do it, go ahead and do it. And he said he mixed it with pineapple juice. And let me tell you, that stuff was good.
Sounds good.
Even better. So I was I had a couple of those, and then the steak, man, perfect, just perfect. It was cooked to perfection. I thought about it all the next day. I was like, man, I ended up getting like the surf and turf because I like steak and shrimp, but the shrimp was good, but I was like, man, I wish I would have just got a bigger steak. It was that good. And then other than that, not a whole lot. I got some coffee cake for my birthday. Those little Hostess coffee cakes. I love eating those things. And then a guy at work actually just asked me maybe 30 minutes before this podcast. He's like, hey, my daughter is selling Girl Scout cookies. Do you want some? I said, yes. I want the Samoas.
The best ones.
Samoas are the best.
Yeah,
No!
I ordered like 8 boxes of those.
Yes, they're the best. They're not even, and it's not even close.
Yeah, Thin Mints are a distant second.
The audacity!
Lay it on us, Ed. Which one's the best? Because you're wrong.
No, the Thin Mints are the best. They are the best Thin Mints. You can't get anything like that close.
Samoa's blow them out of the water. It's not even close.
Oh,
Coconut? Y'all like the
coconut? Coconut is so good. I love coconut.
Seumas, you gotta side with me. Thin Mints.
Thin Mints, yeah, I'd have to go with Thin Mints.
Yes.
Awful.
And
I don't like chocolate and mint though, so that's why I don't really care for Thin Mints. Like just in general, I don't like the two mixed together. But
okay. I can't believe he said Thin Mints. The audacity, just
They're second. Like in a very distant second.
And then it's your money, it's your taste buds. I have no right to say what I could say. I love me some Thin Mints. I've grown on there. Shout out to David Lasby. His daughter's doing Girl Scout cookies, and I got the $25 gift set, and I was just like, that gift set is really nice, really nice. But all right, that's cool, Austin. Seumas, what have you been stacking on?
Pickle chips. I first heard about them on the Pow Block podcast on the Snacktendo a few months back last year. David talked about them on Snacktendo, so I figured I'd give them a try. I went to Kroger and bam, there they were on the shelf. And so they came into my hands, and yeah, good. I liked them. And I got another bag recently because I'd missed them. And they're so good.
So
were they the kettle pickle chips?
Kettle, yeah.
Really? Yeah, that's the best way to eat them.
We just got some Tango pickle chips from Doritos in our store. So I still haven't tried them yet. I'll try them when I go back in. Dan, what have you been stacking on?
This one sounds kind of lame, but they're really, really awesome. You know those things, pretzel crisps? Like,
Yes.
yeah, they're just they're pretty simple things, but they have like a cracked pepper and sea salt one, and like they're unbelievable. I don't know what it is about them, but they're so good. I'm like addicted to them.
Ooh, nice.
Mhm.
I have to find something to try them.
Yeah, they're really good. They're in like a gray bag.
Okay. Yes. Well, for me, everybody, of course, I tried a lot of food, but Friday I had Pizza Hut, and I had a Supreme and a Mountain Dew. I was so happy. It's like, yes, I get to have some good Pizza Hut because I haven't had it in a while, and I was trying to change it up. I get the Pizza Hut, get my pizza, get home, ready to dig in. I smell it, it's so good. They didn't cut it all the way.
That's the worst.
So I had to break pieces out. I'm like, and I was just like, I don't want to go downstairs and cut it and like do their job. I'm like, I'm already up here. I'm set. I'm about to do some more gaming, and I got my snacks. I got my pizza, and I was just like, well, whatever. So I bit into it. The dough was hard. They had overcooked it, and I was just like, I can murder somebody with this. This is not a oven brick pizza that I ordered. I ordered Pizza Hut. You were supposed to be soft. You were supposed to be just eatable, just like it should be a power pellet from Pac-Man that I should be able to just chow down on. And I was just like, you know what? I'm hungry. I barely ate anything, so I ate the pizza. I took the Mountain Dew to their head, but I was upset. I was not satisfied with that pizza. So that's all I could say about what I oh, go ahead, Austin.
I was gonna say I was thinking about getting Pizza Hut for the Super Bowl, and just in spite of you ruining Ed's Pizza, I will no longer be supporting Pizza Hut for my Super Bowl party. That's all I'm saying.
In other words,
it's a public source announcement.
So in other words, you'll be eating Little Caesars.
No, we don't have Little Caesars in my town. Probably Mazzio's, which is like a local chain.
Oh, what about Domino's? Domino's is good.
If we had a Domino's at my town, I would absolutely do it. But we have one Pizza Hut and a Mazzio's. That's all we have here.
Wow. Well, I
live in small town Oklahoma.
I thought you live in a bigger town.
No, I could drive into a bigger town, but I don't want to.
That's just his big personality.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ordering Domino's after the South. So, but everybody, that has been Snacktendo. Now it's time for Femi News. Dan, take it away.
All right. So we're gonna start with game releases. There are 40 games releasing this week.
That is too much.
Yeah, that's just like it's crazy how many games are coming out. So I just kind of picked out the ones that interested me a little bit. So the first one, Tuesday, is Ollie Ollie World. That's a skateboarding platformer at $29.99. Wednesday is Derpy Conga, which has a demo. It's a physics-based 3D platformer about friendship for $16.99. Another one on Wednesday coming out is Grapple Dog, pixel platformer with GBA-like quality. It's $14.99. I am definitely picking up that one. Thursday, we have Death's End Request 2. I guess this is a remaster of, it looks like a horror JRPG. I checked it out. It looked really, really cool. So that is $49.99 on sale for $39.99. It has a physical edition. Ocean's Heart is $14.99. This game, I have a review code, so I actually just beat it yesterday. And it's a lot like a 2D Zelda. Actually, it's very heavily influenced by 2D Zelda.
What's this? Is this a sequel To,
Ocean's Heart?
Yeah. Or is
No.
it brand? It's a new one.
No, this is a standalone game.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ocean's Heart is new, that's coming out, and then last is the big releases. To some, I can't really translate what they are because I have no idea what they are. But we have 3 Kingdom Heart games coming out. These are cloud versions, so there's no physical release. You can't just play them. It's Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. The next one is Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 final chapter prologue. And then the last one is Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind.
Lord.
And you can also get them in a cloud bundle. So did any of those reach out to you, or do you have any idea what the hell I said with Kingdom Hearts?
I unfortunately know what you meant by Kingdom Hearts. I just hate that I know what you meant.
Okay.
And Jacob, I got you. I'm not supporting it. So there you go, if you're listening. I will definitely be picking up Ollie Ollie World. That is the game that I've been planning on getting. I think it's like the perfect game to play and beat before Horizon comes out on the 18th. So I've had that one circled on my list. I love Ollie Ollie, so this one's looking good. But I watched the trailers for Derpy Conga and Grapple Dog, and Grapple Dog looks awesome.
Yeah,
it looks
I can't
awesome.
wait for that.
So I might be looking into that one too.
Nice. What about you, Ed?
Ali World is a yes. I've been reading some reviews for it, and I love the silky smooth animation. It looks really, really good. Other than that, Jacob was going to be mad at me. Because I am going to get the Kingdom Hearts collection for Switch. I am going to do the $71.99 one. I gotta check my bank account first, and I should have it covered and everything. But I am going to get it because I want to see like how Square Enix, if the cloud version is good or not. So I am going to get that. And then Ocean's Heart.
Can't you just get like one of the games to see if the cloud version is good?
You know what? The thing about it is because if I buy one, I feel like I gotta buy the others. I gotta have the complete set on Switch if I do it. So I'm just like, I'd rather just, it's discounted at this time. I'd rather just get it, be done with it. I'm just gonna end up playing it at home and everything. So I'm not worried or anything with this version. But I'm going to give it a try.
Nice.
So,
is there a demo for Kingdom Hearts? Like,
yep.
Could you play the demo version?
Yep. Demos all available for all of them.
Yes, but you kind of got to like skip the cutscenes because if you watch it, then your demo's over with. So I'd rather just.
Oh yeah, it's like point. I think you can only play it for like 10 minutes. I think that's a cutoff.
Yeah,
and skip scenes are probably unskippable if I remember correctly. I don't know if you can skip the cutscenes.
Yeah,
so that's just obnoxious.
Yeah.
Seumas, how about you? Anything catch your eye?
As far as the Kingdom Hearts, and the other ones mentioned, not yet. I have seen some games that will be released here in the next couple months. One of the bigger ones, though, Triangle Strategy. I am really looking forward to that.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's.
Hold on, before you go, Dan.
Yep.
Seumas, are you getting the new Voice of Cards coming in 2 more weeks?
Am I getting what?
Voice of Cards, the new one that they just announced.
I hadn't planned on it. I haven't done much research on the game, so I don't know much about it.
Oh, they just announced it like last week. Like it's literally dropping in 2 weeks. Like no one knew about it or anything. Like,
wait, a new Voice of Cards, like not DLC, but like an actual brand new game.
A brand new game. It's not the sequel. Wow. They claim it's not a follow-up sequel to the original one that came out in October, but it's a new venture, new characters, and it's dropping like within 2 weeks from now. I was just like, so we may talk about this, but something felt like there was supposed to be a Nintendo Direct and it didn't. Because there's been a lot of announcement of new release games coming out for Switch. And I'm just like, hold on, wait a minute. Square Enix wouldn't drop anything like this. They would have did a Nintendo Direct. This is weird.
Yeah, and there was that Batman game that Shadow dropped the other day too.
I don't even know which one that is.
Yeah, it didn't Shadow drop. It was just like a random announcement the other day about some like Batman game that's coming to Switch too.
Oh, go ahead, Dan.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, that's also surprising that it's not in a direct.
Yeah, so that one, it was I think a Taiwan rating board. It's a rumor, or somehow it got leaked, but they think the Batman Arkham collection is coming to Switch. So it's
that'll be dope.
So it's Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. I think that Origin game that came out.
It would be Night. Origins wouldn't be on there. It would be Night if it was, for sure. But I think there is an Arkham collection that's just Asylum and City. That was the remastered collection. But then there is an Ultimate with Night included. But Origins has not been included in anything.
This is okay. So it's not the Origins. So then it's the Ultimate one, because they had those 3 games on it, which is weird that Origins wouldn't be on it. So that is the rumor. That's the leak.
But Origins is like the ugly stepchild. Like, they don't talk about it very much because it's made by Montreal. But it was just as good.
It was good, and they screwed the Wii U version. They canceled the whole DLC, and part of the game is missing.
Yeah, well, I will admit, when Arkham Origins came out, it was pretty broken. There was a lot of issues I couldn't even finish because it was a broken game. I think that's why it doesn't get talked about as much as the other 3 games.
I'm sorry, Dan.
No worries. I was just going to pivot right into the news part. So first news comes from our very own Mark from bossrush.net. Grand Theft Auto. This isn't Nintendo news, but I kind of wanted to talk about it anyway. Rockstar finally announces that Grand Theft Auto 6 is in development. It's been almost 10 years since Grand Theft Auto 5 came out during the Xbox 360 and PS3 era of gaming, and completely elevated the open world genre, bringing it to dazzling new heights. In that decade, the game has been re-released on every major platform and has branched out into the very successful Grand Theft Auto Online. Through developer Rockstar has been revamping and fine-tuning their formula over the years, fans have been clamoring for one more thing: Grand Theft Auto 6. And finally, Rockstar's Twitter account has made a post. Many of you have been asking about a new entry in Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we've previously delivered. We're pleased to confirm that active development is for the next entry in the series is underway. So, I thought this was really shocking. I thought they were just going to milk Grand Theft Auto 5 forever. And it's also kind of like brought me to think about, we always say, hey, Mario Kart 9 is never going to come out because it's making so much money. They're going to wait so many years to do it. So guys, was this one surprising to you at all, or what'd you think? Seumas, we'll kick it to you.
It's kind of been expected. It's been a long time since a previous one was released. 10 years, you said? That's quite a while, and I'm sure, as big of a fan base that game has, I'm sure there are lots of people eager for something new, something fresh. So yeah, it's been expected, I think.
Cool. What about you, Ed?
I think people were just waiting for them to announce it. I mean, we already knew that it was coming. I think we were just waiting for a confirmation, or not say we, but people were waiting for a confirmation for it. So I think more people are looking forward to the online portion than the actual game itself. Because that's kind of what happened with Grand Theft Auto 5. More people talk about the online, and of course it really made Rockstar buku bucks. But I think more people are waiting for to see what they do with the online than they do with the campaign. With it.
Yeah, Austin, do you play Grand Theft Auto?
I don't, but my friends do.
Yeah.
That's the one game that I just can't get into with them. But they're very excited for GTA 6, and I think the problem with like why the online gets talked about more than the story is just because online gets new content, and yet they've done nothing as far as like a story DLC. Like we're not getting like a Ballad of Gay Tony like we did for Vice City or and so there's I think a lot of people are just missing that story DLC. So a lot of people are clamoring for a new game. I saw this on Pow Block. I saw this on the list. I was like, man, I wonder. Like, I want to ask you guys: do you think GTA Online ever comes to the Switch?
Oh no, Rockstar is not a supporter of Nintendo at all. They only put out. Rockstar has only put out 2 games, and that's that detective game and the
LA Noire.
LA Noire in that questionable content Grand Theft Auto Trilogy collection. So Rockstar had the chance to put games like Bully out, The Warriors. They had a chance to put a lot of their old and some kind, even Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Switch, and they just don't. They 2K don't.
It's not that Rockstar doesn't support Nintendo. It's that the Switch can't support their games. Like no, it's not. I mean,
their games are. I mean, Rockstar games aren't really graphics pushing, and for systems like Grand Theft Auto 5.
But there's so much going on in like every single scene. Like we're getting even like Breath of the Wild or Pokemon's Arceus, like you're getting pop-ins coming up in a fairly empty area. Sure. Like Rockstar can't have games like that, like on the Switch. No way.
But I'm not gonna lie, okay. the load screen for GTA 5 and the reason why I don't play it more often is no kidding like 10-15 minutes long just to boot into the game. Could you imagine that wait on Switch? It would definitely be like 30 minutes if you just
it did it on PS4 and Xbox One. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. PS4 and Xbox One, you're waiting like 20 minutes just to get into the game. I can't imagine what it'd be like on Switch.
Right, and I just don't think. I think with the way that definitely with the way with the Trilogy Virtue came out, and it was just broken everywhere, and and 2K allowed this to happen. Like Rockstar didn't develop it that much; some other company did it. I just don't think that game is going to come to Switch. They're going to make their money on other platforms, and Nintendo's just going to get brushed off. So I don't think it's going to come to. If it does, it'll be a cloud version, and I'll be surprised if they even do that. So yeah, GTA 6 is not coming to Switch. It doesn't. It really doesn't.
That was definitely not my question.
I'm sorry. The online. I'm sorry. The online portion is not going to come to Switch because definitely with the online function for Switch and everything, I think it's too late. The time has kind of passed for it. And so that's why I should say that Rockstar doesn't really support Nintendo in that way, so they wouldn't bring it over or anything.
Cool. Anybody else? Any final thoughts on that? All right, we'll move on. Switch sales top 103.5 million units. And this is an important number because now it is the new top-selling console over the Nintendo Wii. So the Wii had about 11 or 10 years of a lifespan for sales, and the Switch beat it in under 5. Is this surprising to you guys? And did you think that it would catch up to the Wii this fast? And last, do you think it'll come close to the almighty PlayStation 2 or Nintendo DS, which are around 150 million units sold? Ed, kick it off.
So I am surprised that it actually beat the Wii in this time, but now thinking about it, for the last 2 years, Nintendo has been on top besides the 1 month that PlayStation 5 took over. Other than that, I'm just really shocked that it beat it that quick. Now getting into PlayStation 2 and the DS, that's going to be a wow. So as long as Switch is still on, or a new iteration of Switch is still on, available for it to be purchased and everything, I think it could beat it within 2.5 years. They got to keep the great games coming. They got to keep the exclusives coming from Japanese developers, and if they feel like doing it with the West, they can. As long as the great games keep coming out and the prices are reasonable, and there's not really a bad chip shortage or anything, definitely with the OLED being very popular as it is now, I really think that it could get to PlayStation 2 numbers in about 2.5 years, and actually take over. I think Switch could probably hit 160 or at least 155 million.
All right. What do you think, Austin?
I think that it can, and we're going to get into a story later that would kind of answer my questions. My question is, how long is this Switch going to last as far as like being the console that Nintendo's selling? But I think it definitely has a chance to catch up with the DS and even the PS2. Like, I really do. The Switch is a hot sell. It's a cheap console for people to buy, like easy to get into. And I think that like it's just there's not only is it like everyone has one in their house, but like every kid in the house might have one, or it just has that versatility that the DS has, where every kid wants like their own, and then also has the Wii like personality and charm that people want to have, that even like your grandparents want to have the Switch in their house. So all I'm saying is, if they want to catch up, they need to make a Wii Sports Resort for the Switch. They need to call it Switch Sports Resort or whatever, and then they'll just be rocketing everywhere. So
nice packing game. I miss Wii bowling so much.
So do I. I miss everything on the Wii Sports Resort. I loved it. Golf, the sword fighting game. Oh, so much fun.
Seamus, what do you think about this story?
I am not at all surprised that Switch has outsold the Wii. I mean, Nintendo has proven to be innovative in their technology. A lot of people liked the Wii when it came out. With all the motion controls, the movement, and everything. They could have done a better job with the Wii U. Not going to get into that, but the Switch, massively successful. Due to its portability, multi-function, different ways to play it, and being online. Yeah, I can see it's definitely appealing. As far as catching up to the PS2, yeah, I think give it a little bit more time, definitely.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised that it outsold it this fast. And I mean, a lot of this might be pandemic numbers too, but the Wii kind of sold to casual people, right? Like, there was a lot of people that were just picking up the Wii to play Wii bowling. And those are people that like never played video games before. I was in college at the time, so you go to any dorm room and everybody's fucking playing Wii bowling. So it's like, I'm really surprised that it came on that fast, and I think pandemic numbers definitely help with like the sudden boom of Animal Crossing, but like Austin said, I think another story that's coming up. Why don't we just make the quick segue into it? Here we are. So Furukawa said that the Switch is only halfway in its life cycle. So, we're not even at 5 years, which means we got about 5 more years left of this. And like Ed said, there could be new iterations and everything. So, yeah, I really, really think that we're going to just continue to see the sales come up. We're going to get a Switch Pro probably. So I think it's going to blow the DS out of the water, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if we get close to like 175 on this thing.
Especially with Breath of the Wild 2 coming up, this year. I'm sure they're going to have all kinds of like Switch bundles with that game specifically. That's going to boost up sales.
Yep.
Yeah, I think for packing games though, like typically what sells it are the more casual ones, right? Like Mario Kart sells the Switch, Wii Sports sold the Wii. I just feel like Zelda's not enough to grab everybody, right?
Well, maybe for the Zelda fans, I guess.
I think the Zelda one, if they do that, they're going to do that for Black Friday.
Right.
That is going to be the bonus one. Like you get the special Joy-Cons, you get the special Legend of Zelda box art with the console and everything. Trust me, if they do a Breath of the Wild 2 box art for the console, like for a Nintendo Switch, it's going to sell. It's going to jump up numbers. Some people are going to be trying to be selling on eBay for like $700 something. That's going to be ridiculous. But
like they did with the Animal Crossing one.
Right, but if they get like 50,000 or even 100,000 just out for a Black Friday special sale, that's going to let's say at $450 for that special bundle, that thing is going to sell. All 100,000 of them is going to sell. So I could see that happening. Whenever Nintendo decides they want to let us know when the game comes out and what the heck the title is.
Nice. Austin, any thoughts on that one? The Switch being in the life cycle?
No, I completely agree with you guys. And if we have 5 more years of the Switch, I can't see it not overtaking the DS, honestly. With the portability of the DS and the functionality of the Wii like put together, it's just like a perfect fit for everyone.
Nice.
So
and I think you got to realize that, of course, we got Mario Kart 9, but then we got the next Fire Emblem. We got the next Mario game. We got the next, probably Animal Crossing could still be out there doing sales or getting a new iteration. Metroid Dread was such a phenomenal game that it got people back into the Metroid series. So we may see that some remakes may be coming. And them still going to Atlas, and Sega, going to Platinum Games, Bandai Namco. Like they still got teams that they could work with. Luigi's mentioned 4 for next level game. We may get another Punch Out finally. Like,
I would love another Punch Out.
Yeah.
Nintendo is got partners and people who can help them make games to continue the sales of the system. If the Joy-Cons are banging, if we finally get a good online system where we could chat finally and stuff, like if they do some improvements, I could literally see that the Switch selling for the next 5 years and hitting that number in half. Like I said, because Nintendo got the properties, they got the IP. They just need the right teams to make those games, and people will go out and support it, which will make them get more systems. And if they do a pack in, maybe just do a re-release of 1-2 Switch. Yes, it's a questionable content of a game, but do that or get with the crew and do snipper clips.
Cool. Speaking of sales, though, Nintendo released their financials last Thursday. I'm like a total numbers geek, so I really, really study these and look at these. But I didn't want to bore you with a bunch of things that I found interesting, so I just threw one interesting tidbit out there. This I found like really fascinating with just like how many games have been sold in Japan, but Animal Crossing New Horizons is all of a sudden the best-selling game of all time in Japan on any platform, which is confirmed by Nintendo.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so like how crazy is that Animal Crossing that came out last year is the #1 seller?
Hold on, so is Animal Crossing in Japan Mario Kart here? Or is Mario Kart just everywhere?
Well, it's just like the #1 selling game of all time in Japan. I don't know what the number is in America. I don't think Nintendo's following that, but but it used to be. So Animal Crossing Horizons has exceeded 10 million units in Japan alone. It surpassed the record 6.81 million units of 1985 Super Mario Brothers. Is the single best-selling game ever in Japan.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, what else can you say about that?
Insane.
So that was pretty interesting. And All right. So the last one isn't really a news segment, but this one's for our European listeners. Nintendo eShop is doing 1,000 games on sale for February. They're calling it February Fest. So Europe, rejoice. Go look at those games and buy some shovelware.
There might be some good games there.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there is. There's definitely going to be a few. There's 1,000 on sale, right? You got to find one good one.
Yeah.
That is true.
Maybe two.
If Danganronpa is on sale, everybody get it. It's worth it.
Get it.
Such a good game.
You should have got it on Vita, but get it on Switch now.
I still haven't tried that.
Oh man, Dan, you gotta play. You gotta try it.
I know. You were convincing me to get it at one point, and I just didn't.
If you like Phoenix Wright games at all,
Never played them.
Okay, we'll play this one instead because it's way darker, way funnier, and way just out of this world insane. I love it.
Awesome. All right, well, that's it for news, guys. So I guess we could just kind of jump right into the docked mode.
Before you get into Dock Mode,
oh yeah.
Everybody, this week I'm sitting in the backseat for Dock Mode and letting Dan host this session. So Dan, are you ready to give the Elite Block agents something to discuss?
Oh yeah.
Let's go!
So February 1st is an annual celebration for us Nintendo people online, where once Nintendo first strikes, every 12-year-old on the internet screams for a Nintendo Direct. So,
and sometimes people my age.
Yeah, and it's just really funny. I mean, it always happens in February, right? There's been a Nintendo Direct every February since the dawn of time, since they started doing it. But when these Directs come out, all these leakers come out of the blue and they start leaking a bunch of things. So we're gonna play a game, buy or sell, and I'm gonna throw out this all these Nintendo leaks that have been happening over the course of the last few weeks, and you're going to tell me if you buy or you sell it. Ed, I know you got your big can of salt with you. So, and just so you know, listeners, we are recording this on February 7th, which is a Monday. So if anything gets announced after this, you'll hear it. So buy or sell. We're going to start with the first one. This one comes from Samus Hunter on Twitter. Samus Hunter says that the script for the Nintendo Direct is complete, and we are going to get an announcement tomorrow. It's going to be about 35 minutes, and they always omit the last part until 2 minutes before the Direct releases. So, buy or sell. Are we getting a Nintendo Direct announcement tomorrow? Austin.
Tomorrow, which would be February 9th or the 8th?
8th.
I'm going to go with yes, and here's why.
So you're buying it.
I am buying it because I think we have a ton of games coming out in mid to late February, and this would be a perfect open time to kind of get out early before all the other madness goes with Elden Ring and all that, because those are gonna be some huge games. So I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna buy it.
Okay, Seumas.
I'm gonna sell it. I think that's too short of notice. Maybe within a week or 2 or 3 more days tops, but like on such short notice, I don't see it happening. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility, of course, but personally, I think it's just too short of notice.
Okay, Ed, what do you think?
I am selling this, and I'm doing a garage sale on this one because there is no way that it's going to only be 35 minutes and still in this winter time, and they're getting close to the end of the quarter. Nintendo, if they're going to do it, they're going to probably do it next month because they want to focus on their spring quarter and games. With one or two games being ready for summer, because the thing about it is at this time we know that Kirby is coming out in March, so they're going to heavily want to promote that. Advance Wars Reboot Camp 1 and 2 is going to be another one that they're going to try to heavily promote. But right now, everybody is looking for 2 games, Silk Song and Metroid Prime 4. And they got to deliver on those 2. At least talk about them and give us a 2022 date or something. Those are the things that they're going to look for. And right now, with it being just February, I think they're going to push it one more month. There's no way that they just get done writing a script and they're going to edit that fast. In COVID times, no, sir. So this is a garage sale for me.
I'm gonna sell as well. I really don't think they're gonna push it back to March just because they got Triangle Strategy, they have Kirby, they have a handful of releases, and I think they want to showcase a little bit of it in the direct. The trends always are that, not always, but usually 2 weeks after they release their financials come with a direct. So I don't think it's going to be this week. I think it's going to be next week. So I'm also selling. Next one up. This one's kind of funny. This one comes from the leaker Zippo. Zippo is I guess a reliable source for Nintendo news and predictions. They posted on their blog earlier this week that Nintendo was in middle development on a minigame follow-up. They also shared their thoughts on why Nintendo would make the sequel, stating that the original is one of the most dull, lifeless, forgettable games that they have ever played. Seumas, are you buying
what game is that?
Oh, 1-2 Switch, by the way.
Okay.
Yep, a 1-2 Switch sequel. So Seumas, are you buying or selling the 1-2 Switch sequel?
I'm still gonna have to go with selling. I don't really know too much about that, so I can't really contribute that much. So yeah.
All right.
So
Ed, what do you think?
Oh, this is a bankrupt sale. Like, I'm selling everything on this one. It's too late for them to do a sequel to 1-2 Switch, or even for a minigame. Like, they didn't even do DLC for it. 1-2 Switch was more of a technical kind of thing, just to show off the controller and what the Switch was really all about. The things that you could do, like how many ideas, and they really haven't did anything more than that. Now, if this was ARMS and ARMS 2 came out, then I got my credit card ready to slide and put in my PIN number. I'd be like, yes, I'm buying it. But it's 1-2 Switch, no.
I'm buying. I think that Nintendo is so tone deaf that they think we want this game. And they probably want to come back and really try to work with these Joy-Cons and make a little bit better of a game than they did before. So I'm going to buy this one. What about you, Austin?
I am selling, and not because I don't think it's possible, but because I just simply do not want it to happen. I don't know what they're gonna call it. Would they call it 1-2-3 Switch? Like, what is this? I don't know. 1-2 Switch was terrible. When I bought the Switch day one, I wanted to buy all the day one games, and 1-2 Switch was the one that I was like, why in the world did I pay $60 for this nonsense? It's not like. I don't remember if you remember Wii Play that had like those 10 mini games on it. I thought that was kind of what I was gonna get, and it was about as bad as Wii Music was. So I can't do it. Make a Wii Sports Resort.
What was the Mario? What was the Mario game mini collection? Like they had like a Mario Brothers, like Super Mario Bros. 3. It was kind of almost done like with WarioWare, but it was like different games. It was like
about the NES remix game. Yeah.
I would love to actually see that come to Switch.
I would see that. Switch Sports Resort, Switch Sports. Just please do not give me 1-2-3 Switch, please. I don't need another cow milking game. I know Corey's nephews love it, but not me. I don't care about Corey's nephews.
All right, next one. This is coming from multiple sources. Xenoblade 3 is completely done, ready to be announced, and ready to release this year. Ed, are you buying or selling?
Selling just like the stock market. The game is not ready. they are working with Nintendo. I mean, working with the Zelda team. They already have plans to work on their new IP. There's no way that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is ready to go. Really? You just almost like a year or 2 years ago, just not only released your game, but you released the DLC, which is a phenomenal DLC. And you did a definitive version. So this game needs time to build. There is no way that team has Xenoblade Chronicles 3 ready before anything
Did you say the DLC released last year?
2 years ago.
Even longer. It's like 4 years now. Torna released in 2018.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
You know what? I wonder if it probably got restocked there 2 years ago, because that's when everybody really started talking about it. Like, they had missed it, and it sold out. The physical ones, people were looking for it, so I think they did a restock. That may be the thing.
Yeah, I think it released like late 2018. So yeah, it's about 3 years now.
3 years, okay. Yeah, I'm selling. Completely sell. Like, yes.
Oh, I'm buying high on this one. Monolith Soft has been so transparent about what they're doing all the time. They have teams working on Zelda. They have a team working on a new IP, and they have a team working on Xenoblade 3. I mean, even one of the voice actresses like 6 months ago was like, "Oh yeah, we recorded for that." So, I'm all in. And on top of that, I really want it. So, there's a little bias on that. Austin, what about you?
As you well know, Dan, I told you I want to play the Xenoblade games, and I can't imagine a third game being out, because that just means I have like 300 hours of games to catch up on at that point to get up with the series.
You better be thankful they don't do it. You better be thankful they don't do Xenoblade Chronicles X, because
I put in like 180 into Xenoblade 2.
Jeez, I want to play those games so bad. They're right up my alley, and I'm so behind that it gives me anxiety even thinking about playing it. So if 3 is already out, I'm in trouble. I am in deep trouble to try to catch up on that series.
So, did you say you're selling it or buying it?
I'm gonna sell just for I can't believe it being out and being done, and then 2022, if it's done and it's ready to come out, 2022 for Nintendo is going to be packed full even more than we thought, because I can't imagine.
Broke.
Seumas, are you buying or selling Xenoblade 3?
I'm buying for the simple fact that a lot of time has elapsed. And yeah, I mean, some people are probably ready for it, ready and waiting.
Yeah, and Xenoblade is just so much more mainstream now than when Xenoblade 2 released, right? I think Xenoblade 2 kind of really, with the sales of the Switch, kind of just put this game on a higher pedestal. So yeah, I think they invested a lot more money into it, and they want to make some more money off of Xenoblade. So, all right, this next one is kind of interesting. This is a strange leaker, but this one comes from Hot Girl Video 69 on Twitter, who I will say did leak that Wordle was getting purchased by New York Times like a week before it happened. So
all right,
we'll put some stock into them. They say that there's going to be a new iteration of the Switch, and it's not the Switch Pro. It is going to be a Switch that's directed more towards children, and it's going to be cheaper, even cheaper than the Switch Lite. So I'll start this one off, and I am going to sell. I just don't understand how you make a cheaper Switch than the Switch Lite, and I just don't really see the point. Like, the Switch Lite to me is the one that you give to your child when you want them to go away. Like, and you don't want the Joy-Cons to break or anything like that. So I'm going to sell this one. Austin, what about you?
I'm gonna sell a Switch Lite. I don't see them making a console cheaper than that, and I don't know what I'm just picturing like a child's version of Nintendo. Is that just a Leapfrog or a Leapster? Like, is that just like is it one? Is it just a Switch that you could chunk across the room? Is like I don't know what the
Right,
it's
with
just
like
gonna be
plastic
thicker.
padding on it.
Yeah, like is it like a Nerf? Just by at that point, you could just make those Nerf covers. I don't know if you remember those Nerf covers they had for DS,
Oh,
where
yeah.
like it was like the Nerf foam pad around it. I mean, at that point, that's all you could just do that. I'm selling this 100%. I don't want this stock at all.
Seumas, what about you?
Yeah, I'm selling because it doesn't it doesn't really make sense. I mean, if they want a cheaper system, cheaper device, you know, especially for children, theoretically they'd have to invest more money to make it more durable and less likely to be broken. You know, should it get thrown or dropped or anything like that. I mean, to make it cheaper, yeah, it doesn't. No. Nope. No.
Ed, what about you?
I'm selling this like a used car salesman. There is no way that they're making this one for kids. Definitely when they got chip shortages right now, what you're gonna try to do, Nintendo, is try to get more OLEDs out than you will a new Switch for some kids. Like, yeah, like you said, Dan, the light is perfect for anyone who doesn't like really want a big Switch or anything, but like who just wants it on the go. And for kids, that is a good thing to get them. It's a Switch Lite. So no, I'm not buying this at all. Sell it. Sell.
All right, this one's kind of interesting. So this one comes from Marco Maro on Twitter, and he says that there's 3 Fire Emblem games in development right now. One of them is a spin-off game, one of them is a new game, and one of them is a remake, and we should be getting news about that soon and a release of one of them this year. Austin, buying or selling Marco Maro, saying that we have Fire Emblem in the work.
I mean, Fire Emblem has definitely got to be coming. I don't know if all of those products are coming for Fire Emblem. You said there was a remake involved. Would that be like the original games, or would that be the GameCube games? I buy that there's definitely Fire Emblem involved. There's definitely been a bigger audience for it. I've heard way more talk about Fire Emblem in the last few years than I've ever had in my entire life. So I'm buying that there is some. I just don't know if everything is to be believed. This is like when they tell me like there's gonna be like 3 different versions of The Last of Us coming out. I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll just get a remake again. So.
Seumas, what about you?
Selling because 3 titles within a very short period of time just doesn't seem feasible. Yeah.
All right. Ed?
Can I put this on layaway?
No, you actually have to buy it.
Oh crap! Is there a hold?
We stopped layaway in 1994.
Okay, so I am buying this, but
wow,
I'm buying it because I think we will get a new Fire Emblem for the main game. I think there is a chance to get another Fire Emblem's Warriors from Koei Tecmo. The remake, though, I do not think we're going to get, but I think we're still going to get. I have a feeling that we're going to get another Fire Emblem that wasn't released in America. So there may be, I think there's another Fire Emblem in Japan that never came out here that we may get, like the one that came out before. I think the one that started off the series. So I think there's a possibility we're getting that. So I'm going to buy it. And I'm going to kind of buy it with some pennies at this time. That's why I was just like, can I put this on layaway? But I am going to buy this one.
All right. For once, Ed and I agree on something. I am gonna buy this. I don't think it's surprising that they would have 3 new games like this. I think it was like in 2017 Yeah, maybe it was 2017. It was like right before the Switch came out. They had a Fire Emblem Direct where they announced Heroes, Echoes, Warriors, and Three Houses all in the same day, right? So, if I know that they've had one of them in production, I think it was one they were doing for the DS like years ago, and they scrapped it and they start working it on the Switch, and then I think they're gonna do like a Heroes or Awakening on the Switch. So I think that would be kind of I think that would be like the remake, and then spin-off. I have no idea what the hell a spin-off could be, but with how much money Fire Emblem is making since Three Houses came out, I'm gonna go ahead and buy that.
Could that be a Fire Emblem Warriors 2? Like, is that a possibility?
Yeah,
for
that's
a spin-off?
Yeah, that could be it. Like Ed said, probably another Warriors game or something. So
I hope not.
I don't like those kinds of games. But now that we've mentioned it, this one comes from Nate the Hate. He had leaked on his podcast the other day that there is a Musu style Mario game. Seumas, are you buying or selling the Musu style Mario game?
I'm buying. I mean, okay, now hear me out first. All right. I've talked about this before on a podcast and on Twitter. The possibility of a game like that, and I was like, all right, so what if Mario and Luigi split ways, get mad at each other, form their own kingdoms, and go to war with each other? That could be like a Dynasty Warriors hack and slash type of game. And some other people on Twitter have replied that seems like a good idea. That would give them the developers to make a deeper storyline for the Mario franchise.
All right.
It might sound far-fetched, but yeah, I'm definitely buying it because I would love to play a Mario Musu game.
I mean, hey, like, the story isn't really that far-fetched because a Musu Mario game is far-fetched in itself. So, anything can happen. What about you, Ed?
I'm selling this. And because we got Ubisoft still with their game with the Mario and Rabbids. That game would just be the Nintendo's version of Konami's The Simpsons. Because the thing about it is you don't need Luigi and Mario to break up the fight. You already got Super Mario Brothers 2. You already got that frog and all of his minions. So why would you not just fight him? Like make him like somehow come from the dream world, or make Bowser wish it into reality. And now you got that kingdom and Bowser's kingdom trying to fight to get Princess Peach back or something, or take over Princess Peach kingdom. Like, you have a way to do that. But no, Kobe Tecmo's not about to do a miso game with Mario. No. Heck no. To see them do that? No, nah. Sell it.
I'm gonna buy. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't think it's realistic. I don't know, but something tells me that this is gonna happen, and I'm gonna hate it, and I'm gonna buy it. So I'm just buying. Austin.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to just say, Ed, his name is Wart. He has a effect on his name.
Wart.
Second of all, I shout out to Geeks Under Grace because I did hear them talking about a Mushroom Kingdom Warriors. That was like the one thing they were thinking of. I think it'd be awesome if you gave Mario a sword. I would be more interested in a Mushroom Kingdom Warriors than I'll ever be than in another Hyrule Warriors or another Fire Emblem Warriors. The Persona one is the only one that was remotely interesting to me because they actually like changed it up a little bit. And why not throw? I mean, it'd be fun to see the Mario characters just beat the crap out of each other. Just Mario just taking a sword and just destroying 100 Goombas at once would be awesome. I mean, I'd be down for it. So why not? I'm with Dan. I'm gonna buy
the sin.
Why
the
not?
sin of it all. No.
Hey, You didn't say wart. You said that frog guy. Don't even bring this in. That's a sin.
Look, you know.
I love Wart. That's one of my favorite villains. I love him so much.
Oh my god. All right. Last one, guys, and then we'll keep pressing on. But this one from Nate the Hate: Mario Kart 9 is coming out for Switch in Christmas time. Ed, buying or selling?
I'll buy.
What? I didn't see that coming.
I can see because the thing about this, I could see Mario Kart being the leading holiday game. I could see it being revealed at E3, along with Bayonetta, along with Legend of Zelda, and maybe some other games that we don't know about. But even maybe Super Mario Odyssey 2 and everything. But I think that would be a great way to lead into the holiday, definitely for Christmas time to spend with the kids and everything. So like, I kind of feel like you have some kind of re-release of some big game coming in September. And then you have Breath of the Wild 2 coming in October. You have switch that. Bayonetta 3 coming in October. Breath of the Wild 2 coming in November, Mario Kart coming in 9 for December. You got 3 hot games with that 4th game, whatever it may be. Let's start with Xenoblade Chronicles 3. If everybody believe that. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 has September sold out. Good month for RPGs. And then Bayonetta 3, Breath of the Wild 2, and Mario Kart 9. Not only is that selling more Switches to get that number up, those are going to be the hot titles of the rest of the year. Because, sorry, Austin, I don't know what Sony has planned for the rest of the year at the Gran Turismo 7. Arsenal X and Xbox players, I don't know what when Hellblade gets released. Besides Starfield, that one is questionable. I don't know what Xbox players is. But Nintendo has some guaranteed bangers that people are going to be interested in buying per month if that happens. So I can actually see Mario Kart 9 ending 2022. Definitely, if it's a month that nobody's got any kind of big releases out, Mario Kart is definitely going to take it.
All right. I'm actually going to sell. I do think Mario Kart 9 exists somewhere. It's been almost 10 years since we've had a new Mario Kart game, and we haven't seen this much time in between games for, I don't think, ever since Mario Kart came out. But I mean, Ed, you were saying that like Nintendo's so stacked right now, and I do think that Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be a holiday game. Mario Kart 9, I think that'll be at some point in 2023 once we get a new iteration of the Switch. OLED is going to be 2 years at that point, and we're probably going to get a new Switch. So I'm going to sell. What about you, Austin?
If it's going to come out, it's going to be out in October, November. It's got to be out there for the Black Friday. It's got to be out there to sell with more Switches, because guarantee that's going to do. I just don't know. I feel like we're either getting this or Breath of the Wild 2, and I couldn't see them possibly both coming out.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy if that both came out at the end of the year. Like, that would be like a way to just slap everyone in the face. But I don't think Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out this year. I hate to say that. I don't think it is. I think it's going to be next year. And so I'm going to buy that Mario Kart 9 is in the works, and it is going to come out before Christmas.
All right. Seumas, final word. Are you buying or selling Mario Kart 9?
I'm going to sell because there's a lot of other games scheduled to come out, and I think it might seem better if, once the dust settles with all the other new releases and, everybody's like satisfied with them, and then bam, Nintendo comes out with that Mario Kart 9. Kind of like a surprise. Nintendo does have a propensity for surprises, so I could see it being a surprise release.
A shadow drop for Mario Kart 9? I don't see it.
No way.
I do you know how many cars would be hitting stores if they were just be like, yeah, we're gonna shadow drop the digital and physical version right now after E3? We wouldn't even be having a podcast right now at all. I would be like, I'm up. I would quit the call and be in my car heading over to Best Buy to find out. I need to figure out when y'all gonna put out the Mario Kart 9. And if they, because what's gonna happen is that if that was to happen, someone at these retail stores are going to take a picture and throw it on the internet before it gets shuttle dropped.
Is it entirely out of the realm of possibility for them to just shadow drop DLC for Mario Kart 8 and just say, here's a big expansion, it's $40, but you're going to get all these new tracks, characters, and carts? Like, is that still...
That's
people
just
already
like,
got it.
That's too consumer friendly.
Yeah. Not Shay. Not Shay.
What am I...
You know,
What?
like
I forgot about
Nintendo
Pow-
doesn't
I
do
forgot about
things
Pow
like
Block.
that.
Right. If they did shadow drop it, shadow drop the. But we got to make sure that the eShop don't crash like they did when Ryu came to Smash Ultimate.
That was awesome. Anyway, so that's it for leaks. We're just going to do a couple things because, you know, a Nintendo Direct is coming out. So real quick, guys, we're just going to say yes or no. Will it be shown at the next Nintendo Direct? Bayonetta 3. Ed.
Yes.
Seumas.
Yes.
Austin.
Yes.
I'm going to go no. Breath of the Wild 2. Ed.
No.
Seumas.
Yes.
Austin.
No.
I think no. I think they're saving it for E3. Silk Song. Ed.
No.
Seumas.
No.
Austin.
I'll go with no as well.
I'm going to go with yes. I think it's about time we see something with Silk
So
Song.
before you go, Dan, I would say it won't be in the Nintendo Direct. I think it'll be in the Indie World. Indie World Direct.
It's too. I think it's too big for Indie World right now.
Every time the Indie World comes out, that's what everybody hopes they see. So
yeah, but the thing about Indie World too is like every time you watch one, it's all shadow drops. It's all something new. It's something we haven't seen before.
That is true.
Yeah, you know, so like Silk Song, it's made such a big name for itself. I think that they don't want to overshadow everything that's in an Indie Direct because they don't want to compete with that. You know what I mean?
Do you think that's on the same level like at Shovel Knight? Because in Indie World they did a Shovel. I think they did a Shovel Knight. I think that last game they came on.
Yeah, they did the Pocket Dungeon, but that's like a stupid mobile game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah. That was the thing.
Last one. Metroid Prime 4. Ed.
Yes.
Ooh, Seumas.
Yes.
Austin.
No.
And I'm gonna go with no. But no way are they showing that at the next one. And then lastly,
that's E3 for sure.
Yeah, that's
for
E3
sure.
material for sure. So we wanted to do a mild and a spicy take for this upcoming direct. So we'll start with mild takes. Seumas, give me a mild take. What do you think's gonna happen?
Okay. Maybe another teaser with Breath of the Wild 2. No title. Let's see. Showcase for Triangle Strategy.
Probably gonna see that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bayonetta 3. Yeah.
All right. Seumas keeping it real mild. How about you, Austin?
Mild, I'm going to say probably we're going to see more of that Monster Hunter DLC. Mm-hmm. I would say that we're going to get a look at that.
A good one.
That'd be my mild one.
My mild one is we're going to see no Breath of the Wild news and no Zelda news whatsoever in this one. Ed, let's hear your mild take because your mild takes are not so mild. Usually overheat my computer, but let's hear it.
So, I agree with everybody says anything, but I think my mild take is I think Konami is going to bring the whole Metal Gear collection to Switch.
All of it.
All of them. I think.
Wow.
that is a possibility to really because like Konami, they've been doing good with their old, like some of their old titles and stuff, and having indie developers making them and everything, because we're still waiting for that one Ninja game that they're doing. But I'm like, Shadow drop a Metal Gear collection, a Metal Gear Solid collection on Switch, drop Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 for NES Online. I can see that's possibly happening from Konami.
That's your mild take?
That's a pretty good. That's way more mild than anything he usually says in these scenarios. So that's pretty mild.
I mean, Konami's been thriving off Nintendo. Look at I think they did that Yu-Gi-Oh game, and that got 10 million downloads. So I really think that Konami has a chance to bring that series back and put it on Switch. If you don't think people won't download it, it's a pretty chance that they Shadow drop that. And
I don't think it's that crazy. I really don't.
Because and think about it, you get not only the PS1 version, but you get Twin Snakes.
Yeah.
Are we getting Peace Walker though?
The whole collection. The whole collection.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
And if they want to do Revengeance from Platinum Games, throw it in there too.
All right.
I would buy just that, honestly.
All right, let's get into the good ones. Seumas, give me a spicy prediction for this Nintendo Direct.
Can you come back?
Yeah, sure. Austin, how about you?
Nintendo is finally going to give us a good Mario sports game and either give us Strikers or Sluggers. Either
Mario
one.
Golf is awesome.
It was fine. It was fine. If you've never played any other golf game, it was okay.
Wow. So you think what, Strikers or Sluggers?
Well, I think Sluggers is probably the more likely, but I'm crossing my fingers for Strikers. I love Strikers. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go next. I think that Nintendo listened with the disappointment of the NSO Online. I think there is going to be a bit of a revamp, and we may get, one of the Game Boys or something. But I also think we're going to get some sort of Game Pass kind of thing going on as well. So that one's mine. Seumas, did you come up with one?
Yeah. Have them release like a whole slew of more games for the Switch Online, NES, Super Nintendo, screw it, 64, Sega.
Gotcha. All right, ladies and gentlemen, everything we've been waiting for.
Let me go get my popcorn real quick.
Sit on a bag of ice if you need to, but Ed, let's get our spicy take.
Okay. I think Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga is going to come to Switch through the cloud. I really feel like Microsoft is actually going to be probably releasing some of their games more on Switch than they will on any other platform. So I think we're going to get Wasteland 3. I think we're going to get, like I said, Hellblade. There's a possibility we get Wolfenstein 3. Whenever Microsoft announced it, I think we're going to get some of the Bethesda games that is coming out also on Xbox. And they could delay it or anything, but all of them is a cloud version. My second hot take. Now this is going to be a really spicy one, so y'all might want to get some water.
The first one wasn't spicy enough.
I know. The thing about it is, I really think that Google Stadia might be sold to Nintendo. And I know I put a statement up there, but a tweet there. But I'm just like, if Nintendo was able to buy Google Stadia's tech for a good price, like to acquire it, I could really see their cloud service being better than what it is now. So this allows developers to put some of the Unreal Engine 5 games on Switch through the cloud. And if that doesn't work, and Microsoft is willing to work with Nintendo to get some of their games, because I know you guys talked about I know I talked about Microsoft not being big in Japan, and I know we talked about Game Pass could be that bridge in Japan with that. I really think that if they could get their cloud service up, you could see more games literally from Microsoft being on that platform. So just think Wolfenstein 3, Call of Duty, some of their other titles being through Nintendo's cloud service, but with the power of Microsoft doing it, or Google Stadia if it's really good.
Huh.
And you also retain it. So if the new Nintendo console comes out and it's still doing that cloud service, it recognizes your games and you just switch it over, just re-download it, and bam, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, Stadia. I mean, first of all, that's a ridiculous take, but Stadia has been deprioritized, you know, so it's like it's not totally out of the realm that they, you know, with all the acquisitions that are happening right now, you know what I mean? But I just don't know if that'll happen at a Nintendo Direct.
But I mean, yeah, that is true. That's why I said that they would delay it to like March or something. But I could see that happening. I could see some of Microsoft games coming to Nintendo Switch, do a cloud, some kind of service, and maybe later on, like they announce it, they announce the games, but then Nintendo maybe at E3 or later on in the year be like, yeah, we acquired their Google Stadia's technology for cloud service, and bam, that's how I was gonna go through there.
Cool. Well, I like it. That's pretty much it for Doc Mode. That was a blast talking about all the leaks. It's interesting to hear what people think that are true and not. So, Ed, kick it back to you.
All right, everybody, it's time for Playing with Power. Dan, what have you been playing with Power?
Nothing really new since last time I was on the podcast. I mean, I still really have new game fatigue, so I've been playing a lot of Xenoblade 2 on New Game Plus. Man, it's just such a fun game. Like it's my second time playing through. I played Torna recently, and I beat Torna. So Torna is like the prequel, the 500-year war that happened before Xenoblade 2. So now playing through it, it's really, really cool to just like see all these kind of looks and there's all these subtle hints that led to the DLC Torna. So it's really, really fun playing the game after you've played Torna. Picross S7, just blazing through it. And I played Ocean's Heart. I guess I could talk about it because it's released on Steam, but Ocean's Heart is like it's a 2D top-down Zelda-like, where it's very heavily influenced to the point where a lot of it's kind of a ripoff of Zelda. I mean, you even look at the cover art and they're wearing like the champion's tunic, you know what I mean? But it has like fairy fountains, it has bombs, it has a boomerang. Like it's pretty much 2D Zelda with kind of like quirky writing. It took me about, I don't know, 10 hours to beat, and it wasn't anything like, it didn't blow me out of the water, but it was fun enough game to keep me interested. So that's pretty much all I'm playing.
All right. Seumas, what are you playing with Power?
Played a few things actually. I just recently finished To the Moon, an indie game.
Nice.
Yeah, you played that one?
It's on my radar. I have it on my Switch. I gotta start it. It looks really good.
Just to give you a heads up, there is a lot of dialogue. So yeah, it's like a role-playing game, some action, but a lot of dialogue. And the music.
Don't forget, I host a show called Talk the Walk. So.
Okay. And the music might put you to sleep. So it's real relaxing. The music is. So there you go. There's that, and there's RPG Maker MV for the Switch. I've been working a lot on that. I'm hoping to have enough ready for a demo sometime later this year, like July, maybe August. So yeah, I will post updates for that. And then what I've really been playing with Power is Battletoads, going old school.
Nice.
As a matter of fact, I was playing it right before the podcast. Luckily, I'm glad we have save states now.
Okay.
Because that god, that game is so rough. like the rat race. Okay, you remember the rat race, right? Towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
Okay, like that's part so intense. Like my fingers were like starting to burn. Like pressing left and right on the keys, trying to fit through those little slits and going really freaking fast. That can be very difficult. But I managed to do it, and I saved right at the next stage after that, where you're on the bike racing that little wheel thing that's chasing you. So yeah.
Nice.
All right. Austin, what are you playing with Power?
I don't even know if I could get through Battletoads anymore even with save states. that game is crazy. So respect to Seumas for that. So I was, Ed asked me to be on the show today, and I was like, man, I actually haven't played my Switch in a while. I've been playing Uncharted 4 and on my PlayStation, and have been kind of busy, so I haven't really been playing a whole lot.
I have to join you on that soon.
Yes, yeah, you gotta do it so we can talk about it, because I want to get through that and Lost Legacy. I'm liking 4 a lot more than I did the first time, so I'm actually really enjoying it.
Okay.
I did tell Ed, however, that I am giving Breath of the Wild another chance.
Yes.
I am playing it little by little.
Wow.
I'm digging in. I'm still on the plateau, so I'm not far. I know I'm not far, but I'm giving it another chance. I want to like it. I really do. I just have not in the past, and so I'm hoping that this next time I'll be able to do it. But I'm playing at my own pace. And then
how far did you make it last time?
I've beaten the game, but
wow.
I was like mainlining it because I didn't like it. I was like just trying to get enough power to like go, and this time I'm actually like really taking my time and like trying to explore everything in the game and stuff.
That's funny because I did the same thing. I didn't like Breath of the Wild the first time I played it, and I didn't even finish it. I just dropped it. I was like, this is so boring. And then like I randomly decided to pick it up again one day, and like I don't know what clicked. Like I just couldn't stop playing it. The Great Plateau was a slog to get through, but once I got out of it, I was like, oh my God, this is the best game ever. It's like, I don't know what the difference was, but man, it was quite the switch.
I'm really hoping that maybe if I just commit myself and really play through it, that I'll like it more. But I know that's been like my hot take for a while, but I want to like it. I really do. I love Zelda. I just like this one's like, oh, this is too big. I think that was my real thing. I was just like, this is just too big.
It's pretty overwhelming at times.
But so I'm playing through that, and I'm playing through Streets of Rage 2.
Yes.
And I'm almost to the end. I'm almost to the end on that one. But I'm really liking it. I'm trying to play through like a lot of the NES, SNES, Nintendo 64, and Genesis games because I didn't grow up with those consoles. I played everything on my Game Boy Advance, and then like later on the DS and the Wii and stuff. So trying to catch up on a lot of that stuff, and getting my money's worth, I guess, in the yearly subscription. But I'm having a blast. I'm loving these Sega Genesis games. Just hopping in and out of it. But Streets of Rage 2, I played it. I was like, this is a good game. I'm really liking it. So now I'm trying to get through it. So
you have to invite me so I can play with you, Austin.
I didn't even know you could play co-op. I'm totally down. I'm totally down to do that.
Yes. All right. That's all.
Yep.
Okay, so besides Pokemon Legends, I had to put that down, everybody, because at this time I'm playing Dying Light 2 on my Xbox, and I'm doing a review for Boss Rush, so that's why I am focusing my time on that. So just give you guys a quick impression. This game is available for certain platforms. The Switch one is coming down 6 months later due to the cloud. So my plan is to actually buy it on Switch and play it through cloud also, just to do a comparison and make sure that when it comes out, just to see if it matches the my review from the Xbox and PlayStation version, just to see if everything works is almost the same or even a bit better. So just some quick impressions with it. It is fun. I will say the movement and jumping around and everything is really fun to do. Some of the parkour stuff you don't really learn until you get that skill point. So a lot of stuff that you see in the trailer you can't do at that time when you start playing. You get some of those skills like the wall running. You get that a little bit later on. I am having problems with the audio because what happens is that when I play for a certain amount of time, the audio would just go like into the screeching thing and then cut out. And it affected one of my games where the audio cut the dialogue from characters talking. So it just automatically skipped everything that they were saying. So I couldn't hear what, and I had to get out of the game and reload it to get to there. Fighting the zombies is not really scary or anything. Even fighting the enemies is not such a big deal. Like the challenge right now isn't that much for it. It is a good decent sized map. I know they tell you in the game that it's best to stay up top and run through the rooftops. For it, definitely when you're up at night, because if you are at the bottom, there are some enemies called screamers, and they will yell, and all the zombies in that area will chase you. If you are caught, like if they see you and they start screaming, you start getting chased. One illogical problem that I have with this game, and this is my last thing with it, is the zombie logic in this. So the affected in there, they not supposed to be out in the sun, and they don't like UV lights or and stuff. But there is times where it's just infected that's out in the daylight and everything, instead of them supposed to be in the house hiding and stuff. I guess they decided to do that to make the world feel like there are some zombies that can have UV rays through the sun. But I'm like, that doesn't make sense, because there's some zombies who are infected, like the regular infected zombies, who are just in the sun, like sunbathing, like nothing's going wrong with them. It's so weird on how they do it. There are missions that do take place at night. When that happens, some of the zombies are out on the street, so you are able to go into some places and loot some with less zombies in them and everything. I've right now probably only put in about 10 to 15 hours. Like I said, I've been playing over the weekend for this game, doing the review, and it's good. I probably wouldn't give it a Game of the Year nomination or anything, not even for a third party. But I think if anyone is interested, wait for my review to come out. I know other people have put their reviews out and some professional reviews, so if that's got you interested in the game, then you can go ahead and check it. But actually look out for my review from Boss Rush, and I'll let you guys know more about this. So that's what I've been playing with Power, focusing on that game. Anything else, guys? I think we got everything correct.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, that has been Nintendo Pow Block. Just a few quick plugs. Dan, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at DCDM99, and you can check out our website where I copy edit at www.bossrush.net.
Yes. Austin, where can we find you?
You can find me at PlayStaustin on Twitter, Instagram, and everywhere else. And if you don't mind, Ed is actually going to be on my next episode of my side podcast that I do, and it will be out the same day as this episode on podcast feed. So if you're listening to this, there's an episode with me and Ed called Scrambled Rambles is the show, and you can check that out today if you're listening to this.
Where do we find Scramble Rambles?
If you go to my Twitter, there'll be the link to it on my bio, but it's on Spotify, and you can subscribe to it there, or you can subscribe to it on Anchor if that's your choice. So
nice.
Yes. And also, everybody check out Austin with LaRon and Chris and other guests on Crossroads, Exodus 803 on Twitch on Tuesdays at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern Time. And you can catch the recorded episodes on Exodus 803 on YouTube on Wednesday nights and on bossrush.net on Thursday mornings. Seumas, where can we find you?
Okay, you can find me on bossrush.net as a writer. Recently became a writer.
Woo!
You can find me on Twitter at the Seumas. That's spelled Seumas. I have 2 YouTube channels: Seumas the Kilted Gamer, where gaming channel, and I have another channel for like book reviews and reviews of various products: Seumas Reviews and more.
All right.
Yeah.
And you guys can find me on Twitter at @ButcherCode. You can check more of Nintendo Pow Block on our YouTube page for Boss Rush Network. You can also check out my writings at bossrush.net. Come follow us on the Discord at bossrushnet. And if you guys want to support us, we do have a Patreon. You can go to bossrush.network, bossrush.net to get more information about our Patreon. With that, everybody, have a great week. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Dan, for Doc Mode with the buy and sell. We will see if there's a Nintendo Direct this month. It may literally happen before this episode comes out on Wednesday. And we are just excited to see if it happens. Everybody, have a great week. Have a great weekend. Go play some games. Next Monday would not be a live episode because it's Valentine's Day, but me and Seumas have an episode for you guys for next Wednesday that you guys should definitely really check out. It was a really good conversation, so you guys would definitely enjoy it. With that, we will see you next time on Nintendo Pow Block. Bye, everybody. Woo-hoo!
Bye, everyone.
See ya.